We just always felt that at some point we would have to go through Boston and play Boston to get what we want to get.
You know, we're ready to play. We know this team know us, so we're ready to get a world what they're waiting for. A grueling series, a great series.
It's finally here, game number one, the meeting everyone was wondering if it would happen as your Miami Heat play host to the Boston Celtics.
This was the showdown. You had these two teams that were building to face each other.
Rondo goes in, Rondo swatted away by LeBron.
The way the Heat came out and the way that Dwayne played, just so good and just so dominant, it was hard to match it.
The Heat set the tone early, and Wade was the reason why. But it was James Jones who provided a huge spark with 5 threes off the bench.
Jones, another three attempt, got another one! Back-to-back from downtown from JJ!
I tried to focus in this week because I knew Boston, they're going to try to take our big three away, and someone would have to step up. I got some good looks, and I was able to knock them down because I know that these guys trust me in the big moments.
Boston kind of took a look at itself, and it tried to bully the Heat, and it realized it couldn't do that, and Boston got frustrated.
And we got some pushing and shoving, and Paul Pierce is thrown out of the ball game.
They're going to try to do everything besides basketball to get us out our head while playing the game. Just beat them in basketball.
That is exactly the kind of stuff that the Celtics do. Someone beat them at their own game, and they recognized it.
Wade, inside, James O with a two-hand jam on an alley-oop. The Heat win game one, 99-90.
They're great for a reason, and we're going to have to fight for every, inch, every game we get. Right now, we won game one.
The Heat, of course, won their game one, hope to duplicate that, but they know that these crafty Boston Celtics have a history of bouncing back.
Before Game 2, Heat fans sang the anthem as one in celebration of a major victory in the war on terror.
It's Game 2, the Eastern Conference semifinal.
That was a game where, you were wondering how Boston was going to respond. You were wondering if the Heat was going to relax a little bit, but there was no let-up in the Heat. You saw the defense out there.
There's O'Neal, blocked by Joel. LeBron with a vicious block. That's just good defense, Miami.
The Heat's dominant defense held Boston's big three to only 36 points.
They were terrific and used every bit of their talent tonight to help us win.
Wade, stutter step, drives in, lays it in. Gorgeous move, and the foul.
LeBron James led all scorers with 35 points, 13 coming in the third quarter. That put the Heat ahead for good, and the Celtics down 2 games to none.
LeBron was transcendent. He was exactly the player that everybody thought he would be.
Out to James on the run. James spins inside, two-hand jam, ran right through Rondo.
Series is far away from over. It's really just beginning for us. We did what we wanted to do, and that was protect home court.
The Miami Heat now have a 2-0 series lead against the Siege when it really counts, the postseason.
It's still going to be a hostile environment, and this is a team that's still dangerous.
We got to find a way to go up here into a place that I haven't won in a long time and try to figure out a way and get this game.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Game 3 was a game where it kind of put everybody a little bit on edge.
Rondo into the lane, off to Garnett, angle right. Garnett's been on fire, hitting another one.
The Heat had no answer for Boston's blazing start, nor Paul Pierce's hot hand in Game 3.
Paul set the tone for our entire team with the force that he played with. I thought that was a great message for the entire team.
They came out and played extremely hard. They played harder than us, and they played more efficiently than us.
Along with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett issued his best performance of the series. But the focus changed after this horrific injury for Rajon Rondo.
When I saw it, I said, well, their season's over because they can't win without Rondo.
There was no way you thought the guy was coming back. And he comes back out there and he's playing with one arm. That was a really motivating factor for Boston.
Rondo with the steal. That time he used his left hand and throws it down.
Regardless of what happened, I felt my shot wasn't going, but I thought I could try to keep the game or change the game's momentum by getting to the ball defensively.
Rondo's improbable return energized the Celtics. They recorded their first victory, narrowing the gap in the series to 1.
Right now, while we still have control of the series, our job is to get one in here.
We can't continue to go out and be in a 10-point deficit, to start games. You got to come out and play.
In an intense Game 4, Boston shot 58% in the first half, but the Heat kept the game close, thanks in large part to LeBron.
James with the steal and buckle up for LeBron. Oh!
Second half success was determined by withstanding runs and attempting to land the last punch.
Into the corner, Allen for three. Got it! Allen from downtown. Boston by 3.
Shot clock at 4. LeBron! Big time triple!
We are in a shootout, my friend.
James. LeBron with 33 points. He puts his Heat on top by 2 with 48 seconds to play.
We needed every bit of his talent and competitive will with the trust on both ends tonight.
Pierce tied the game at 86, but wanted more.
Pierce with 2, puts it up, no good, overtime.
The next 5 minutes were the most pivotal moments of the series.
Shot clock down to 8. Wade. Step back, Wade, a tough 3. Got it! Oh my, Wade!
The Heat's trio scored 83 points to silence the crowd and sealed the overtime victory.
Off the rim, Bosh tip in with the left hand. Chris Bosh.
We need 12 rebounds from Chris. He got 12 rebounds, and he got the biggest rebound of the game. You know, really stepped up to the challenge.
Miami is going to take a 3-1 lead and command of this series.
To finally win in Boston, something that Miami hadn't done in a long time. It might have been the biggest breakthrough win of the season for that Heat team.
What we're going to face on Wednesday will be our greatest challenge to put away a champion.
Let's go Heat!
It's game 5, we're gonna beat Boston!
Tonight, a pretty simple message. Beat Boston.
You know, they're going to come in and give us their best shot, and we're trying to, you know, protect the home floor and close it out.
A good team like this, they're never gone. They're going to keep competing, and it's not over until the last game is won.
High left side, Allen, the long shot, got it from downtown, and he is the killer for Miami.
In Game 5, the Celtics led through 3 quarters, but the Heat went on a 16-0 run, ignited by James Jones.
Got it! James Jones hits a tree. Bosh takes it inside. Two-hand jam, Bosh ties it at 87.
LeBron took over from there with an unforgettable fourth-quarter performance.
Wade to LeBron. A long shot. James from downtown hits the tray, and the Heat with their largest lead of the night.
Guarded by Pierce, 4 to shoot. He'll take the 3 and make it. Oh my goodness!
He nails another 3, and the Heat lead by 6 with 40 seconds left in this game.
We needed all of his talent as a two-way player to be an MVP that he's been. But down the stretch, that's what greatness is all about.
That pass intercepted by LeBron.
Silly, the steal.
LeBron, two-hand jam on the steal. LeBron James. LeBron James with 8 points in a row.
The Miami Heat's a better basketball team, and LeBron can smell it.
Miami is going to close it out.
The Heat win at 97-87. What a performance by LeBron James.
What a moment here in Miami. Jubilation for the Heat. And Miami advances to the Eastern Conference Finals.
We would have went through this playoff and not being able to play Boston. At any point, it wouldn't have been right. You know, we're trying to get to where they at.
You have to give a great deal of credit to Boston. And it took a 5.5-month season to get to this point, to exercise this demon for a lot of us.
You know, it's a great feeling because you work all season for moments like this, and you know, I'm just happy to the fact that the coaching staff trusted me to be able to step right in.
For me, it's special. This isn't something that I could have scripted or ever imagined. This is something special that I'm going to cherish, and hopefully I can do a little something to contribute.
This opportunity was once in a lifetime, you know, and to be able to come down here and pair with 2 guys and pair with this organization. In order for me to continue to move on in my career, I thought of that team that we just defeated. I had to go through them at some point, but I think it's a big step in not only my career, but for this team.